Welcome back to the Famous in America channel. In today's video, we're paying tribute to remarkable individuals who left an indelible mark in their respective fields. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Your engagement fuels our passion to bring you exceptional content. Let's dive straight into today's lineup. Number 1, Jimmy Buffett. American musician James William Buffett passed away on September 1, 2023, at the age of 76, at his home in Sag Harbor, New York, due to complications from Merkel cell carcinoma, a rare and aggressive skin cancer with which he had been diagnosed 4 years ago. Buffett was also a singer-songwriter, musician, author, and businessman. He was best known for his tropical rock music, which often depicted a lifestyle described as island escapism. Together with his Coral Reefer Band, Buffett recorded well-known hits referred to as the Big Eight, which he performed at every show. Margaritaville, 1977, ranked 234th on the Recording Industry Association of America's Songs of the Century list. Come Monday, 1974, Fins, 1979, Volcano, 1979, A Pirate Looks at 40, 1974, Cheeseburger in Paradise, 1978, Why Don't We Get Drunk, 1973, and Changes in Latitudes, Changes in Attitudes, 1977. Other popular songs of his included Son of a Sailor, 1978, One Particular Harbor, 1983, and It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere, 2003. Buffett released over 30 albums, with 8 of them certified gold and 9 certified platinum or multi-platinum. In addition to his music career, Buffett, with his knack for profitable business ventures, turned the island escapism lifestyle of his music into various commercial enterprises, including the Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville restaurant chain, the now-defunct Cheeseburger in Paradise restaurant chain, as well as investments in hotels, casinos, alcoholic beverages, and retirement communities. Buffett became one of the world's wealthiest musicians, with a net worth of $1 billion. He was also a best-selling author. His dedicated fan base, largely comprised of baby boomers, became known as parrotheads. Number 2, Steve Crump. The charismatic American journalist Steve Crump passed away on August 31, 2023, due to throat cancer. He was 65 years old and spent well over half of his life, nearly 4 decades, as a journalist at Channel 3 in Charlotte. He was a documentary producer and television reporter for WBTV. Crump was best known for his regional Emmy Awards for stories that ranged from apartheid in South Africa to civil rights in the southern United States. He also received numerous other awards, including 4 National Headliner Awards, the Gabriel Award, and more than a dozen first-place honors from the National Association of Black Journalists, as well as recognitions from organizations like Sigma Delta Chi and Sister Cities International. In 2016, Crump was named the Journalist of the Year for 2016 by the National Association of Black Journalists. Crump was tirelessly positive and became a cancer awareness activist after a 2018 diagnosis that some feared would take his life much more quickly. The news came just over a month after Crump hosted a 5-year cancer survivor brunch to thank family, friends, and colleagues who supported him on his journey and for whom he made memories that said, on July 22, 2018, my cancer diagnosis continued with a doctor suggesting I be placed in hospice. We found a successful second opinion, and 5 years later, we're still here. Less than a week later, he shared a photo of himself with various tubes attached to his chest on his social media with a caption announcing that he was back in the situation, as he liked to call the hospital over the years. This would end up serving as his last public appearance in any media format. Number 3, Tempt One. American graffiti artist Tony Quan passed away on September 1, 2023, due to complications arising from ALS. Quan was better known by the tag name Tempt One or Tempt One and began painting graffiti in Los Angeles in the early 1980s. His style combined the city's local, cholo, graffiti culture with New York's hip-hop lettering to create a unique, Los Angeles style. The independent street artist, hailing from the San Gabriel Valley, was a member of celebrated graffiti crews like STN, K2S, 213K, and FB, and was among the early pioneers in creating art on freeway overpasses in Los Angeles. Additionally, he worked for the Big Time Graffiti magazine and was the subject of a documentary titled Getting Up, the Tempt One story, released in 2013. In 2011, Tony Tempt One Quan achieved a milestone in graffiti history by becoming the first artist in the genre to create art using only the movement of his eyes. This historic moment was showcased at the Pasadena Museum of California Art, occurring 9 years after the artist was first diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS. This iconic feat was made possible thanks to the iWriter, an open-source pair of eye-tracking glasses that enabled Quan to draw, type, and speak solely through the movements of his eyes. This inspiring project was documented in Quan's self-titled documentary, Getting Up, the Tempt One story. His achievement of returning to art, despite the physical challenges imposed by the disease, once again marked a revolutionary moment in art history, solidifying Quan as a tremendous example of human perseverance and ability. Number 4. Gale Honeycutt. American actress Gale Honeycutt, also known as Lady Jenkins, passed away on August 31, 2023, at the age of 80. She made over 30 film appearances and also worked in television and theater. During her film career, due to her beauty, Honeycutt was often cast in roles as a sultry brunette. She portrayed Emmeline Fetty, a con artist attempting to extort money from the Clampetts in 2 episodes of The Beverly Hillbillies, in 1966. She also co-starred with James Garner in the detective film Marlowe, 1969, where her character was a glamorous Hollywood actress. After moving to England in 1970 with her husband David Hemmings, Honeycutt had the opportunity to explore a wider range of acting roles. She and Hemmings co-starred in 2 horror films in the early 1970s, Fragment of Fear, 1970, and Voices, 1973. She had a prominent role as Charlotte Stant in Jack Pullman's television adaptation of Henry James's novel, The Golden Bowl, 1972. Honeycutt played Lionel's wife in The Legend of Hell House, 1973, and Tsarina Alexandra in the television miniseries, Fall of Eagles, 1974. She also appeared as Irene Adler, opposite Jeremy Brett, in the first episode of the TV series, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, A Scandal in Bohemia, 1984. Additionally, she made an appearance in another Marlowe mystery in an episode of HBO's Philip Marlowe, Private Eye, 1983, this time starring alongside Powers Booth. Honeycutt had a supporting role in the thriller Target, 1985, co-starring Gene Hackman and Matt Dillon. In 1989, Honeycutt returned to the United States to portray the character Vanessa Beaumont in Dallas until 1991. In 2012, she was featured in an episode of the HGTV reality show Selling London. On November 16, 1968, Honeycutt married British actor David Hemmings, with whom she had a son, actor Nolan Hemmings. They divorced in 1975. Honeycutt then married journalist Simon Jenkins in 1978. The couple lived in Primrose Hill, London, where they raised their son Edward, but they divorced in 2009. In 2010, she began dating Richard Evans, the tennis correspondent of the Daily Telegraph. Number 5. Dr. Max. Medical reporter Max Gomez passed away on September 2, 2023, after a long illness. He was 72 years old. Gomez was widely known as Dr. Max and served as the senior medical correspondent/health editor alternately for the major television stations WNBC and WCBS-TV in New York City. Born in Cuba before moving with his family to Miami, he graduated cum laude from Princeton University, with a PhD from the Wake Forest University School of Medicine, and was an NIH postdoctoral fellow at Rockefeller University. His academic background was in health and sciences, but his deep medical knowledge and his easy and relatable style combined to develop his strong television presence. Throughout his career, Dr. Gomez won multiple New York Emmy Awards, Philadelphia Emmys, a UPI honor for Best Documentary for a Report on AIDS, and an Excellence in a Time of Crisis award from the New York City Health Department after September 11, an honor he cherished. He was named the American Health Foundation's Man of the Year and was a NASA Journalist in Space semi-finalist in 1986. There was always great depth to Dr. Gomez's medical reporting, but never more so than when he candidly shared some of his own medical challenges with his TV family. He was also a steady voice of reason during the COVID-19 pandemic. Dr. Gomez is survived by his children Max Gomez IV and Katie Gomez. As we conclude yet another chapter, we invite you to share this video with your friends and loved ones. Your support means the world to us. Stay tuned for more engaging content. Until next time, take care and goodbye for now.